Hi, I'm Beth with American Patchwork and Quilting, and welcome to another tips video for our Blast from the Past mystery sampler. American Patchwork and Quilting is turning 30 in 2023, and we're counting down to our anniversary with this mystery sampler containing 30 blocks, one from each year of our history. This month we're releasing 3 blocks, blocks 16, 17, and 18, and you can find the link to those free patterns in the video description. Today I'm sharing some time-saving sewing tips. First, I like to look for efficiencies in cutting. So most of the time you have the same size squares you're going to be cutting out of multiple fabrics. You can layer those up and cut them at the same time. So if the squares are going to be sewn together, if you want to save even more time, you can layer your fabrics right sides together, cut them, and then they're already matched up and ready to be sewn. For something like triangle squares where you do have to draw a line on the back, you can still do that with those stacked up together. Just make sure your marking utensil doesn't bleed through to the bottom fabric. If you'd like to do away with drawing those lines altogether, you can use a diagonal seam tape. So this is from Cluck Cluck Sew, and it's a really helpful notion. So it's like a washi tape with these pre-printed lines, and you can use this for triangle squares. So you do need a bit of length here so that your piece can be entirely on the tape so you can line it up. So if you have an extension table, this is a great time to use it. This Baby Lock Chorus did come with one, and so now I have a nice big surface area to use this tape. So when you place this on your machine, you want the red line lined up with your needle, and then just make sure it's straight across the bed of your machine by using a ruler. And then for triangle squares, because that red line is going to be the stitching line, we don't want that on the diagonal. We want it a 1/4 inch away from that. So we're going to line up the points of our square, both points, with this right hand black line. As you sew, just make sure that point is staying lined up with the black line. Then we need to do the second line. So you can move it over to the left hand black line. Again, make sure both points are lined up as you feed it in. And then you have your 2 stitching lines a 1/2 inch apart, and then you cut on the diagonal and you have your triangle squares ready to press and trim. This tape also works for flying geese units. So this time you are going to line up with the red line because we do want to stitch on that diagonal. If your machine has a laser light like this Baby Lock Chorus does, you can use that in the same way. So that's basically just showing you your stitching line. You can go corner to corner. The length of your laser will determine how big of pieces that you can do with your laser light though. And this works great for stitch and flip blocks and snowball blocks as well. With either of these techniques, it's a good idea to test first and make sure you're getting the accuracy you need. You may need to adjust your needle position or the tape, just depending on how those are turning out. And of course, chain piecing is always another great way to save time too. You can just line up all of your pieces and sew them right one after another. My last time-saving tip is that you can also trim your units at once too. So I have 1 square sewn onto my flying geese units here, and I'm going to line up my stitching line with the line on my mat just as a nice little way to line that up. And then you can line up your stitching line on this one and then line up that stitching line with the mat and just kind of stagger them. I don't want these stacked up too much on top of each other because they could shift. So just kind of like lay them all out, and then you can line up your 1/4 inch with your stitching and then just trim them all at one time. I know these tricks have saved me so much time in my sewing room, especially on those more tedious tasks like drawing lines and trimming. So here are the 3 completed blocks. This fabric line that we used is called Cinnamon and Cream by Fig Tree & Co. for Moda Fabrics. This soft palette feels so fresh for fall, or any time of year really. So have fun sewing these blocks, and when you're done, be sure to share them with us in our Facebook group or on Instagram with the hashtag APQ Blast from the Past.